Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another installment of the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. I'm Luke7. He's Ham Solo. Ham! How you doing? Ham? You there, buddy? All right.
There we go. All right, there we go. Now we're solid. We're
All
good to
right.
go.
All right. Welcome, Stanley Francois. Thanks for repping, man. Day one. Hey, this guy. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. Says Ham is muted.
No, not now. I'm
I
good
think
now.
you're good now, right? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Ham, how you feeling, man? You good?
I'm doing good. I'm just fine. Hanging out. Been
Are you
playing
excited?
a lot of
Are you excited for
Diablo.
the Nintendo showcase?
Am I excited for the Nintendo Direct?
Yes.
I'm excited for them to talk about a new console at some point. That's what I'm excited for when it comes to Nintendo. I think I think the crescendo already happened with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Ooh.
What up, Back from the Dead? Our first
Are you
super
saying
chat ever,
Nintendo has
guy.
no games? I can't believe you're saying Nintendo has no games.
No, I'm not saying that they have no games. I'm saying that they had their crescendo, and I don't feel like they
Mm.
can wow me with another game like Xbox wowed us with Starfield, or better yet, how um, like PlayStation will wow us with like Wolverine at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
cycle
The
of the
next thing.
console has hit its peak with Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think the Switch can possibly do much more than what that game can do for it. As for the PlayStation 5 and
Hey.
the Xbox, those still have games within the console generation that I think can actually like
Mm.
make us take a seat and be like, "Whoa." Like Starfield does. Like Wolverine
Oh God.
should.
Stop. What?
Stop?
Starfield's
Okay.
the trigger word. I told you. Starfield is the trigger word. All right.
I'm just saying
Welcome
it's
to
fantastic.
Big. Thank you so much for the super chat. 999 says, let's fucking go. Congratulations to TSWS on the partnership. Too
Yes.
big. Real quick, to anyone that watches this from the beginning, real quick, not even a shout out, a gigantic roar for Too Big. Because
It's been around since
when
the
we set
beginning.
up our Patreon, Too Big was the first Patreon member for TSWS Gaming. We appreciate everyone else that jumped on after, but I just have to say, special shout out to Too Big, dude. Really appreciate it. You know, as a content creator, it is a special feeling to feel that amount of love, that there's one person on this planet that says, you know what, these guys are worth $10. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Facts.
well, I'm not even trying to cap. Me and him, we try to do this so we can pay the bills one day.
One
So
day, yeah.
eh, I'm serious. A lot of people sit here and be like, no, we just do this for fun. I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of fun with this. No doubt. I have a lot of fun with this. I'm sure Ham has a lot of fun with it. The dream is obviously to pay the bills with it. So Too Big, you will forever, and I mean this, you will forever be in my heart, dude. You are the first person to ever sit down and take out your card and say TSWS has value. It has worth. So thank you very much, bruv.
Shout out to him.
Curie Cosmos. Curie Cosmos says Nintendo is going to wait until the very last minute when people's hope for new hardware is at its lowest.
Yeah,
Guys,
I
I
could see that too. I could see that, but I just don't want that.
yeah, there's no denying that future, right, is very possible.
Yep. I mean,
Very possible.
I mean, they essentially have a damp rag at this point that is like been hanging out in the sun, and still trying to just find that spot on the rag and say, let's wring it out and just get that last couple drops out of it. Let's get that last
No,
couple drops. I
the
feel like that's
problem.
what Nintendo's doing.
You know where I disagree with you on that one, Ham?
What's up?
That rag is old as hell, no doubt. But it's not. It's not a couple of drops that are coming out, bruv. They are making bank with
Oh,
that
I
rag.
mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm more or less talking about like with the capacity of what the Switch can do. It's like literally draining every drop of what that console can possibly do, which is impressive.
Oh yeah.
Really, like as a fan, that's what you want to see with a console that you purchase, right? Like we can all agree
Yes,
that we bought an Xbox One X and we did not get that.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm still salty about that one. I'm still very salty. I
That
did
was
nothing
like
on that thing, and Cyberpunk ran like ass on it.
yeah, you can
Not the good ass, the donkey ass. Anyway, go ahead.
Back from the Dead is disrespectful, right? He said,
What
Back
do you
from the Dead in
say?
the
What do you
chat
say?
says, he said, that rag was dry when it came out. Nintendo is making bank with
God
that dust.
damn. Yes,
With dust.
yes, yes. There's no,
Oh man,
There's
Back from
no,
the Dead. He
there's
came back
no
just to
denying that.
kill another motherfucker before he laid back down.
Pretty much, pretty much. Hey, Sarge, welcome in, Sarge. Welcome in. Oh
Welcome.
my
Good to
God. All
see
right,
you,
you know what?
Steve.
We we will get to Nintendo when we get to Nintendo. Quick sports talk. Ham Solo, Jamar Chase was asked who's the best quarterback in the NFL, and he said Joe Burrow.
Of course, he picks a
Then the
quarterback that doesn't
reporter
have any
said
bull rings. That's cool.
Joe Burrow, his quarterback. The reporter told him that Joe Burrow told the reporter that he thought Pat Mahomes was the best. And then
Sounds
when the
like he has
reporter
sense.
told Jamar Chase, Jamar Chase said, "Pat who?"
Oh my
So
god.
Mike, I mean, he could have just said, "That's a fair choice, but I prefer Joe Burrow." That would have been fine. We wouldn't even be discussing this right now. But he said, "Pat who?" Ham, what are your thoughts on that one? Go.
Man, I mean, I like what Jamar Chase did. I'm gonna say that right now. I like that because
What?
yeah. I mean that's what you should do when you're like the wide receiver, running back, or something like that. You got to instill confidence in your brand. You got to instill confidence in your quarterback. You got to instill confidence in the rest of the team. I mean, if Jamar Chase would have came out there right after he said, "Oh, Mahomes," and said, "Oh yeah, I agree, Mahomes is good too," the rest of the team looking at him like, "Why are we here?" so like so I 100% agree with what Chase did. I think as a
What
teammate
about
in
that
a
tone, though?
I mean it was disrespectful. but
All right.
but
Okay.
but at the same time I'm just saying like hey I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about it at all.
All right. No, I'm with you, Ham. As a teammate, no problem. But that tone, dude, settle down. That was not necessary at all. All right.
Fair enough.
Dragon Ayobi got everything set up on my PC, all looking amazing on my monitor. Hey, welcome in, Dragon Ayobi.
Yeah, I hope you guys
Uh,
like the switcheroo that I did with everything. Here I'm not sure if you got a chance to see it, Loke. It's funny that our
I'm
audience
seeing it. I'm seeing
is.
it, bruv. I'm seeing it. Don't
Um,
worry. Don't
I
worry.
hope
I'm
you
seeing it.
that you like the changes that I made. I just wanted to make it more gaming centric. Still have the gameplay, but obviously when we go to the news, it'll transition, shows the news thing. But I
Yeah.
really like that whole world spinning on the bottom thing. I thought that was dope. That's why I added it to it.
Mm, mm. Evolution, ladies and gentlemen. My favorite Chinese proverb: where there is life, there is change. Dragonheart Yobi coming in with $5 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, it's super chat. Thank you very much. He says, "I love to see y'all growth. Keep up the fantastic work. Hashtag peace, love, life."
That's Yobi.
We appreciate the support. Appreciate it, man. Next. Okay, so we agree that the tone was off, but he was fine for saying that Joe Burrow is the best quarterback. So, in your honest opinion, before we move on, Ham, who is the best quarterback in the NFL? Then we move on.
Who's the best quarterback? I'd have to say Mahomes, and you know who is second best in my opinion?
Not the guy from the Eagles.
No, he's third.
Oh, third.
Yeah, I'm putting.
Who's second?
You're welcome. You're welcome. Too big. I'm giving Jalen Hurts number
Who's second?
3. Joe Burrow.
Jalen Hurts. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even
because
getting.
you know
I'm not
why
gonna
I
say
give
it.
Jalen Hurts number 3?
Yeah.
Because he went through all the crap he went through and didn't choke. Got all the way up to the Super Bowl, and yeah, he lost it and whatnot. But that's more than you can say
He didn't play
about
bad.
Josh Allen. That's more you can say about Josh Allen. He's been in the league a lot less longer than Josh Allen.
You know what? Let's keep it moving. The best quarterback, in my opinion, is Tom Brady. Next,
That man
Ham
is
Solo.
just dead and depleted. That man ain't even doing nothing no more.
That's how good Brady is. He doesn't even have to be playing, and he's still the best. Anyways, Ham Solo. Michael Jordan sold his Charlotte something. He sold the team. That's how much I don't care. They've been so horrible, so terrible. Ham Solo does Michael Jordan's abject failure for all these years impact his legacy as the GOAT?
He's talking about as running a team?
No, the GOAT. Dude, when people say basketball, who's the GOAT? It's Jordan.
It's Michael Jordan.
My question is, does this affect his legacy? This abject and defeating, complete, humiliating failure that he even admits by selling the team. Does this affect his legacy as the GOAT?
By selling, like, what? Do you sell the Hornets?
Yes.
Oh, well, no. I mean, that has nothing to do
Granted,
with his basketball.
he bought the team for 200 million and he just sold them for 3 billion. So
that's a dub, in my opinion. Get out of here. That's a dub.
No chips.
This man has so much more money to gamble with.
Appearances. no oh God. And then you say I go left. You know what? Let's not get into it. The NBA, my freaking copywriters. Too Big comes in here with the $2 super chat. Says, watch your mouth. Jalen Hurts is second all day. Second from last. That's what you want to say.
No, cut it.
Back from the dead says.
You could have.
All right, that was messy. I'm sorry.
You put a crusty old clown back on the field that has no business. This man just needs to retire if he hasn't already. I thought he retired. Is he coming back again?
No, Tom Brady's gone. He's gone. Back from the dead says Tom Brady.
He's not in this. Oh my goodness. Let's move on.
If Tom Brady actually had fully inflated footballs and refs, that weren't paid off, he wouldn't be that great. Oof. See, that's the thing about cheating. That's the thing about cheating. If you do it once, if you cheat once, in fact, no, it's about everything. If you cheat once,
this is why we shouldn't listen to an IGN guy, right?
If you lie once, if you do anything negative, if you steal once, it'll be held against you for the rest of your life, even if you didn't do it again. So this is inbounds from back from the dead. It's fair. So Ham, does it affect MJ's legacy or not?
No.
All right, I'm with you. It really doesn't. All right, let's get into the news. Ham,
yes,
you have a special piece of news. that you want to get to that wasn't. I
It's not
hadn't put it on the
special.
menu.
Well, of
I
course
hadn't
you
put it
didn't
on
have
the
to put it
menu,
on the
but
menu.
Ham was
Look
like,
at your look at the sweater you got on. Look at your
"Oh
background.
my god, dude!
I
Should I
mean,
never wear
obviously
blue
you're not
again?"
gonna have something like this on the topic list because you're trying to
All right,
avoid
let me
it to
take the
save
jersey off,
face.
and then I'll just stay with my shirt on.
I don't want you to
Seriously,
take it
and
off.
then
I
you call
want
me
you to
and
rip
bro.
it off. I want you to rip it off. Give it that Hulk Hogan stretch. Look at the camera,
Uh,
and I want you to put some shades on real quick. Put a bandana over your head, and I want you to like try to thicken up that mustache a little bit and look at the camera and just like shake your head with like an angry look and just rip that sucker off. You know, give it that
okay,
classic
so
Hulk
real
Hogan
quick,
stretch.
no, listen. If I have to rip my shirt off, it'll be like Farouk, okay? Since we're going with wrestling references, Farouk did it better, in my opinion. It just wasn't iconic, but I think it was better. Anyway, put up the news about Spider-Man. Let's get this over with. Let's go. This guy.
All right, yeah. Let me. Yeah,
Smash the
I gotta
like
find it
button
real
if you want
quick.
to see me. If you want to see me tear my jersey off. Oh my god. You know with this whole super chat thing, we're gonna have problems because people are sending in super chats and be like, Cozy needs to eat X or Loke now needs to do X if I send $100.
You damn right. That's what they should do. They
What?
should. They should let you know, bud. But anyways,
Oh my
this is the topic that we're gonna talk about first. Slaughter.
god.
Bam on the screen. You should
Too big says,
see.
"Ayo, pause." Thanks for the super chat, too big. Oh my god.
So going ahead, Loke. Speak
Yeah.
on it.
You know what? Since you brought it up, Ham Solo, you brought it
Okay,
up.
of course.
I want you to present this because I want to see where your angle is, and then the same way I show my angle and then I present it, I want you to show your angle and then present it to me, and then
Well, I'm gonna
oh my
give
god,
I'm gonna
go
give
ahead.
the chat 15 seconds to spot the issue with this photo. I'm gonna give the chat. I want you
Oh
guys
my god.
to take a moment and let me know in the chat if you spot the issue with this pre-order bonus.
Oh my god. Ham, you know what's really messed up with this as we wait for the chat? Why did you have to put up my tweet next to it saying Curious is there a countdown for Spider-Man and then defending it in the chats against this against Mishi Miyagi? Is this necessary?
I mean, I'm just, you know, I mean, you posted it. You put it on a public site. That's not my problem. I'm just using what was
Oh my
quickly available. So
Curie Cosmos already spotted it. Oh gosh. Curie Cosmos says yeah. Curie Cosmos says, pre-order bonuses, microtransactions. Is this the pony savior?
mm,
Ah,
so you see what I'm saying already. If you look around, you see some skins. Not a big deal. Definitely something that Loke has complained about in the past about playing a game, being able to get all the skins just by playing the game. It used
I
to be
play.
something that would be fun to chase after. Sure.
Yes.
That's not the issue here. The issue is if you
It
look,
is an issue.
it is an issue, but it's not the issue. The
True.
issue, in my opinion, is if you look at the bottom right corner where it says 3 plus. It looks so innocent, doesn't it? It looks so innocent.
God.
But what it's telling you is that if you purchase the pre-order bonus, you get 3 more skill points. And keep in mind, this is no battle pass game. This is just a single player experience, and from the jump, you're able to pay for upgrades for your character to be stronger than it'd be if you just bought the game normally.
Normally.
Look,
He says normally.
I want you just to go on ahead and tell me what your thoughts are on seeing this and why. I want you then to tell me why you felt like it was okay just to not talk about.
First off, let's go to the chat real quick as
Oh,
I
of
try
course.
to
Of course.
run away and come up with an excuse as I read the chat. Back from the dead said 3 skill points pre-order power LOL. Fury Cosmos, to be fair, I feel certain cosmetics should be earned just by playing. The only ones you should charge for commercial crossover content that would not be in the game otherwise. Wow, that's a very good point.
That's
I
fantastic.
will screenshot and share it on Twitter. That's a nice comment, Curie
Curry
Cosmos.
crushed it.
Very on. Yeah, that's fair. Like you can monetize your game, but you have to be fair to the gamers.
Yeah, get like a
Ham
Mountain Dew
Solo,
Spider-Man. Yeah.
why I did not feel the urge to point out that this is atrocious. Oh man. All right.
Man, I sense some
Um
wavering.
shit. Okay. I'm
Come
just
on,
going to be
bruh. Get it
brutally
together.
honest here. I did not analyze this properly. My excitement for Spider-Man 2 took over my mind when I saw this. That's just me being 100%
That's
brutally honest.
trash. Throw tomatoes at this man.
L's in the chat if you agree, if you forgive me for being human. H in the
Don't
chat
forget this
if you
bum.
agree
Don't
with
forgive
Ham
him.
Solo. But Ham Solo,
Yes, sir.
I'm not I'm not I'm not crazy
Oh,
to
Sir
look at
X
it.
Man, come on, bro.
Oh, okay. So Sir X-Man comes in with $2 super chat. Also, thank you for the support. He said, "Told you Sony is on business welfare. It's showing." Yes.
Damn.
Sour Blow says listening at work. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the support, Sour Blow. Welcome in, bruv. Stanley Francois says, "Boo this man." Guys, I was psyched. Listen,
Let
Ham.
this
I was
fraud
psyched.
know. Let this Sony pony have it.
I'm not a Sony pony. I'm
Man,
psyched for Spider-Man
somebody
2.
hook this. Hey, look, is your birthday around the corner? I wanted to hook you up with a new pair of horseshoes. So you can get the stomping. Get the stomping good again.
No,
I want
I
you.
don't stomp. I clippity clop. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
no, I want,
Anyways,
I want the clop to be clean, a clean clopping.
point is when I was just psyched for it. All right, I didn't overanalyze. True, it's terrible that they're selling. Again, I was going to say before this, I'm not someone that's not objective. I am objective. If you point facts at me, I will react to them honestly. And the honest truth is, it's fucked up that we have to pay for pre-order bonuses. I hope
The
these
facts
bonuses
are
are
that you're
like
a
you
biased
get it.
man.
Hold on, let me finish. What I hope for, right? Because they didn't specify that these are only pre-order bonuses. They say 2 early unlock suits. So my point of view is you get you can still unlock these in game. That's what I'm hoping
Probably.
for.
It just
If
probably
we
gives you
get
it quicker.
confirmation, exactly. If we
And
get
I wonder.
confirmation that hold on, let me finish. If we get
Yeah, go ahead. Go
confirmation
ahead. I'm
that
sorry.
only the people that pre-ordered can use these suits, then that's a fucked up thing to do. If we get the confirmation that no, you can unlock them in game, I'm not really miffed about it. I'm not. I don't even care at all because this is essentially a pre-order bonus like Starfield where you play 5 days early, etc., etc. It's nothing special. Forza did it. Halo, if I'm not mistaken, did it. A whole bunch of games do it now. All right.
Like I said,
So
Diablo
if it's
did it. They
just
gave you 25 battle
yes,
pass levels if you got the pre-order thing. So
If
I'm not
just
over
if,
here just trying to shit on Spider-Man because I know other people do it. I just thought it was weird that a single player game was trying to give you stuff that you should be able to get within game. And here's where I was going to pivot a little bit, Loke. I was going to say
go
that
ahead.
that I'm interested in knowing if I mean because for Spider-Man when you get points, I believe there's a cap, right? Until you can only level this up so much. I'm wondering if that 3 points is 3 points above the cap or 3 points within the cap, because that would make that'd be a little less damage, I guess, if it was 3 points within the cap and you just get 3 points earlier than everybody else does, but you can still acquire those points
Mm.
within playing. It'd be literally the same thing that we're talking about with the cosmetics.
Yeah, so we need more information here. This could turn out to be a disastrous thing in terms of optics, or it could be just another nothing burger. We need more context. But looking at it from the surface, right? This looks bad. This looks bad. So I'm not even going to cap for it until we get the information that mitigates how bad it looks. You know.
Right.
So are we done with this, or can we move on?
Yeah, we're done with this.
Right. Started off the show. First thing we do, kick Sony in the nuts.
That's
The
right.
second topic. Did you say let's go?
Right? No, that's right. Right in the D.
All right, all right. The first topic is PlayStation fans. Who's calling me? PlayStation fans launching a petition on change.org to bring Starfield to PlayStation 5. So before we even get into this, Ham Solo, have you ever seen anything in the real world change because of a change.org petition?
I can't say that I have.
All right. So as we discuss this, ladies and gents in the chat, feel free to share one time that a change.org petition actually changed something in the real world, especially gaming wise. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Um, Stanley Francois says, "Damn right, nothing like a pony." Okay, okay, all right, all
Mm,
right.
what's up?
Let's get back. Let's get back on topic. Yeah. So I also have never seen it happen. But anyway, this is from on Microsoft.com. Fans of Sony's
Everyone's
current
always
current
on
gen,
Microsoft. They on it.
pretty much ever since Starfield. Fans of Sony's current gen PlayStation 5 console have started a petition to bring Bethesda's upcoming AAA action RPG Starfield to the platform. The petition, launched on change.org, the world's largest petition platform with 500 million users, on June 15 by user Benjamin Dickey. Sounds like a troll name, but okay. At the time of this writing, it has over 1,000 signatures, although many of the commentators on the petition appear to have voted just to be able to leave a comment saying how much they disagree. So Ham, before we get into the actual manifesto in the change.org petition, do you think this is a troll? Or do you think this is something legit?
100% think it's a troll. And in fact, I think
No
it's a
way.
in fact, I think it's a troll from somebody with an Xbox.
Ooh.
Because what they say in a lot of
Put a
this,
poll up.
like, okay, yeah, definitely. Well, what they
I'm
say
curious.
within a lot of this, like, jargon that they spewed about wanting Starfield is it seemed very, very lackluster in passion. It seemed like somebody just drew up what are like how do I get a paragraph of things that have been said before and just combine them all into one? You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
they're talking
Yeah.
about Xbox not being any good, PlayStation's good, and Xbox doesn't deserve this. And I
But
mean,
have
it's
you been
just,
in those spaces
yeah, I have, but like usually it just like it's hard to buy that anybody's actually frustrated. It
to the
sounds like
point
they're
of
just
making a petition?
right. Like usually it's just like crap talking and whatnot, and usually leads to nothing. And then you'll have a few people that are really passionate that actually bring up facts to go with what they're saying. There were like no facts really brought up when that person said
Just
what they
feelings.
said. It was just it was just feelings, and it felt like fraudulent feelings, like feelings that weren't really there, that they're just being expressed for popularity. So I don't think so. Um, Here, I'll put up the petition. Do you think the petition was real? Yes or no?
All
Simple.
right. So as people vote, let me read the the about section of the petition. And I quote,
Oh, you should read the whole thing.
for
It's
over
insane.
a I'm doing it. I'm doing it. For over a okay, and I quote, because I don't want anyone saying that I actually believe this, okay? Quote,
Mm.
for over a decade, Bethesda games have been released on PlayStation. They perform better on PlayStation, run better, and sell better. Xbox, and especially Phil Spencer, have no business taking them away. It is important for Bethesda games to remain available on PlayStation. Not only that, but as a punishment to Xbox and its horrendous player base, we need to force any and all future Bethesda titles to be only PlayStation exclusives, not just Starfield. If you're sick, if you're a true gamer, you will support this and sign. Um, oh, I'm just gonna go first on this one, Ham.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do it because usually, oh man, I feel very strongly about this. You said it's a troll. The thing with trolls, right, is that a lot of people can get like sucked in to whatever it is the troll's saying, and then it goes from troll to this is the truth. That's why I asked you if you've been in these spaces, like Twitter spaces,
Oh
because
yeah.
I've been in them. I went through the trouble of creating a sock account. Not gonna lie, I created a sock account, and the amount of raw sewage that is just spewed on a daily basis by these people, and I'm being generous, by these people, is it's worrying. It's worrying because if you look at the accounts, these are the people that lead, maybe not all the discourse, but they lead a good portion of the discourse in gaming, like not with developers, but with players. So when I saw this petition, I was like, yeah, this is probably a troll. But there's enough people that actually believe this that are gonna go there and vote and
Have you
and
looked at the
and see
votes?
this.
Have you looked at the voting comments?
I've seen them. I've seen the comments. I've seen the comments. But it starts like this. Dude, the petition is up for what? 2, 3 days? Give it a week, give it a month. Dude, when Bethesda launches Starfield, people think it's bad now with how Starfield is dominating social media. When Starfield launches, dude, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to link back to this article, and there's going to be a lot of people that won't see the disingenuous arguments in there and will just see someone reaffirming their small-minded thoughts. And in my opinion, we don't need this type of energy. For me and you, it's fun to look at and maybe even laugh. But for a lot of people that don't have the time to look into the realities of what the metrics say in gaming, this will be like the truth. And there's a reason why the NFL makes billions, the NBA makes billions, and all these sports teams make billions. It has to do with the monkey in our brain. We are partisan. We like groupthink. We like mob mentality.
Facts.
And there's nothing positive that's going to come out of this. Sure, it's nothing now. But my prediction, and I hope I'm wrong, I hope this is another one of my famous L's. I think this thing is going to start trending before Starfield launches and right after.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely going to be trending after, for sure.
Yeah.
Because once the game comes out and you know the stands are going to come back out and say, "Oh man, this game's trash. Look at it at 30 FPS." They're going to take a video of like a screen tear and just say, "This is the whole game. The whole game. This is the experience of the entire game." And we all know, like those of us within like that really pay attention to gaming know that Bethesda usually comes out with a few kinks when they have a game,
Yes.
right? And this is
Yes.
supposed to be
Um,
their most clean game that they've ever dropped, but we also know that this is also Todd Howard that has said some interesting stuff in the past. So we don't know how legit that statement is, but I can at least attest to, yo, you never had this type of funding before. You never had this type of help before. You were expecting to release this game before that whole 11/11/22 thing. Like before they got acquired, they were planning on releasing this game earlier than that.
man,
Then once they
that
got
would have been
acquired,
rough.
they chose a date that they couldn't that they ended up not being able to make, because I'm sure Xbox was like, "Yo, we can't do that," especially now seeing that they already had one of those coming. Imagine if they would have let Starfield drop unfinished and then we got Redfall as well.
Oh,
That would have been
Xbox,
absolutely tragic.
damn. Xbox L box. That's what it would have been. Damn,
100%.
that would have been
100%.
terrible. They did the right thing delaying it, and they should have delayed Starfield. Obviously, with not looking back, it's easy to say that, but yeah, they should have delayed Starfield. Oh my god! All right, so we agree that this was just a troll, and that it's probably going to catch steam right around Starfield release. Correct?
Yeah, because there is a ton of people that are naive out there that aren't going to see that petition as BS or fake. There's going to be people that see that petition, they're like, that's real. And they're going to sign it, and they're going to be like you're probably going to see more passionate takes in the comments than you've seen for the original post. Eventually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially if this thing comes
Right
out
now,
and it's a 90+ meta, you're going to see some
oh god,
salt all over that.
Yep.
And I know Loke is
yeah.
he hungry. He trying to eat that salt. You want some of that salt? Quick, cut the cap. Don't give me that face. You know you want to read it. You know you got that.
I will be consuming it. I will be consuming that salt as if it's insulin and I have diabetes.
Oh my goodness, that was a little much.
Moving on. Moving on. Sorry, Stanley. Okay. This is about basketball. Okay, next topic. Callisto Protocol. Wow, is this not a good start for Sony? This whole show is not a good start for Sony. Callisto Protocol announces DLC that will serve as the story's final chapter, and it'll be PlayStation exclusive. Good times.
No,
Good.
wow, that's wild.
Let's
Okay,
let's get
okay.
into the try to act surprised. Try. Let's get into the actual article. This is from IGN, our
That's
beloved
tragic.
IGN.
That's fucking
The
tragic.
Callisto Protocol. The whose strategy? IGN.
No. This whole
Oh, okay.
DLC for
Let me
one
get into it.
console, but coming out for three different for three different SKUs is insane.
Yeah. Bad Mo is
Because
asking.
not don't
So
forget
I
about
take it you're
PC.
playing Starfield.
PC and Xbox aren't gonna get
Yes.
this, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yes. But before we get into it, Big Bad Mo is saying. So I take it you're playing Starfield. Big Bad Mo, me and Ham are no lifing Starfield.
Yeah.
Playing it is the guy that's just gonna download it and play it. When he has free time. What we are going to do, right, is take time off work 5 days before, right? We're gonna be playing it 5 days before, and then the week after, right? The very week after, we're taking another 5 days off. All right, just Starfield. It's going to be terrible. If anyone is here watching this, right? If you don't like Starfield when it launches, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing way before. Anyway, back to
I got
Callisto
the
Protocol.
Constellation edition. I'm excited.
Bro, it's going down. You might see Ham with a helmet here. I might figure out a way to put ships around me. It's going to be embarrassing. 10 years from now, me and Ham are going to be embarrassed of what we're going to do when Starfield comes out. But you know what we're going to do when Starfield comes out? We're going to have fun. That's what we're going to do.
Kiri just grabbed a bat and hit you over the head.
God damn.
She said,
Okay, so
"Take
Ham
that,
Solo,
Luke."
Ham Solo will be no life in Starfield. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can only just picture
Guys,
Loke like
guys.
eating like a French fry, just eating a French fry, and then he sees that and he's like, Phantom Liberty.
Yeah. You know what, Curie Cosmos, you are gonna be the official receipt taker or receipt shower on this show. Thank you so much for reminding.
She said, "Keep it a buck."
I'm not gonna know life Starfield. As soon as Cyberpunk comes out, I don't care if Starfield comes before or after.
Wait,
I'm playing
pause
Cyberpunk.
real quick.
Well,
Pause. What happens now? Because I believe doesn't Phantom Liberty come out right before? Does it come out right
checking
before
dates?
Starfield? Because I'm not sure if it comes out at the end of August or if it's the end of September. I thought it was the end of August, but I might be wrong. So
Okay, September 6th is Phantom Liberty.
Wait, September 6th is Starfield.
No.
Or is that?
No. Phantom Liberty is September 6th. Oh, no. Hold on.
I'm pretty
This
sure
is the
Starfield's
previous
September
date.
6th.
Oh, September 26th.
Oh, okay. So
is
it's
Phantom Liberty.
So this okay. So thank you, Big Mad Mo. Also says yes, September 26th.
26th.
He says 24th or 26th. But anyways,
okay,
and Starfield is on the 6th. Now, here's my question to you, Loke. What happens if you eating that Starfield sandwich and you're just like, man, this tastes better. This tastes better. I know Cyberpunk is dope, and they're doing everything they're doing everything that they can to re-innovate this game and make it even better than it was before, which it was fantastic already. But man, this Starfield sandwich right here is slapping.
No.
You think you're gonna turn on? You think you're gonna turn on Cyberpunk, run and do a mission, and be like, "I really miss my Normandy."
You'd forget. Because I would have had enough time to build the freaking Normandy from the 6th to the 26th. So, oh man, no, but no, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Hombre.
As soon as Cyberpunk drops, day one, baby, day zero, even. There's nothing Starfield can do
We'll
to
see.
make
We'll
me
see.
not play Cyberpunk for at least the first 40 hours, 48 hours that it.
About 1 week in, Loke, I'ma send you a towel. About 1 week
Oh
in,
ye of little faith. Anyway,
about 1 week into Starfield, I'ma send you a
Callisto
towel.
Protocol.
And that
The
towel's gonna
Starfield
read,
towel.
"Are you sure you're ready to make the switch?" Because I don't think you're gonna be as ready, and I think you're gonna be coming on this show
Dude, it's not like
on the first Tuesday after Starfield comes out. You're gonna come onto this show and you're gonna be like, I don't know if I can do it, man. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can make
come
that switch. I don't
on.
know. Lounge Lizard up in the chat. What's cracking, Lounge Lizard?
Ah. Hey, welcome. It's not like I've done
Uh-oh. You're botting.
install Starfield to play Cyberpunk. So am I? God
Yeah,
damn it.
you were,
Still botting?
but no, not now. You're good. Continue.
All right. Curie Cosmos says, look, the Starfield sandwich might taste better. Those force alien power magic powers gonna be so good. Yes, those got me really interested. If you go and watch the live stream, right at the end of the Starfield Direct, that's when they showed the powers, and I was like, yo, wait a minute. I almost lost it. So yes, trust me, those powers, they got me hyped. All right, and then we jump to the ships. Just the ships. I'm gonna need like 60 hours just for the variation of ships. But I think the thing that's really gonna challenge me is figuring out a way to create a ship that carries like a tiny ship inside, a jet fighter or something. Because I want to be like a smuggler, but I want to be able to fight with if someone tries to attack me or whatever. And then just detach my tiny ship and I'm start capping everybody, and then
So kind of like
go back. And then,
kind of like the ship that shoots out of the Enterprise, right?
yes,
When they go
yes.
to land onto like a planet or a rock or something like that, they don't land the
This guy
entire
gets it.
Enterprise. They just land they just land the mini ship and keep the Enterprise at bay.
You understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm
Oh yeah, I
sure
watch a
that's
lot of
going to
Star
be a
Trek.
challenge to make. That's going to be a challenge to make. But after I saw the Voltron that they made, scale wise, I don't think it's a problem. So maybe I'm going to have to grind like resources and stuff just so I could have enough metal to put together and make my ship. But I will make a Normandy that has a fighter in it. Lounge Lizard said it's probably going to be a lot of the same, but I'm hoping for a happy ending for V and a separation of Johnny Silverhand. Lounge, how many endings did you get? I got 6. And spoiler. You know what? I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to
How do
spoil
you
it for you.
get so many endings? Like so this is one thing I've never understood in video games. And maybe you can kind of break it down because you've played a lot of different video games where they have different endings, right? So like Near
Yeah.
Automata,
Yep.
Yakuza, uh Elden
Near
Ring, although you
Near
didn't
Automata
get
is one of the
the
few.
different ones in there. I don't
No, I
believe you
didn't.
did.
Mm-mm.
But
No, I
now
didn't.
we have here Cyberpunk, and you
One's
said
enough
there's
for
like
me
six.
when it
You
comes
said
to
there's
Elden
like
Ring.
6 different endings. I want you to tell me, like,
Yes.
how do you go about doing these different endings? Is it like a different thing that you choose in dialogue towards the end, or is it something that you build towards? Like like do you watch playthroughs that tell you what to say to
Okay,
make the?
so
Yeah,
no.
continue.
I take the time to make Excel sheets to see where the story kind of branches off. And then that's where I know how far back I have to go. And that's also how I know that regardless of how you start, the ending options are all the same, which is disappointing because I always assumed that depending on how you start, certain endings are closed off, but that's not how it works. So I'm not going to spoil it for anyone because Cyberpunk is a masterpiece. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but just so you can understand it, Ham. Essentially, when you get to like the halfway point of the game, or this is my strategy or my tactic. Every time I'm faced with a decision that seems like it has some kind of weight, I save, right? And then I make one decision, then I make the other decision, then see the outcome. If there's no difference in the outcome, then the decision doesn't matter. I remove it from my Excel sheet. Then I keep going until the next decision comes up. And next one and next one and next one. And then that's when you can find the 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 crucial point in the game's story where if you make this specific decision, then everything else is closed off. And then from that point, that's where I now create my mother matrix is what I call it. My starting point.
Okay.
And then what I do is I'll play through that ending, and then I'll go back ending and the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. And that's how I get all the endings. And I'm not going to spoil it for anyone because all the endings are just mwah. And I'm very curious to see how they treat the DLC. So just like Lounge Laser said that they want to see a happy ending for V and a separation for Johnny Silverhand, I want to see how CDPR treats how you finish the game. Do they count the ending that you last saw, or do you get to pick a list of endings which kind of spoils the main story if you haven't finished it? But I think I read something that said that you have to finish the main story to play Phantom Liberty.
Yes.
I'll look into that as we continue.
I believe that's a fact.
Yeah. So I guess maybe the easiest thing for them to do would be to actually list them out because finish the game, then you can be spoiled, I guess. But for me,
I had a sad Starship
I've gotten
ending.
about. Dude, no spoilers.
I didn't spoil it. You have no idea what's going on in
All right.
Starship.
I know what ending you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I know what ending you're talking about. You went full corpo, didn't you?
We'll talk.
Sad. Just sad. Back from the dead says Gears 5, who did you choose? Gears 5 is a travesty. That is all I will say. Lounge Lizard says chronology. Yes, agreed.
I'll answer
Sour
the
Blow
question
says,
since he asked it though. I chose.
Also, welcome Tombo 901. Welcome.
I said see you later to the Phoenix.
It's a race thing, really, at this point. Sour Blow says that's a coward way of playing. Just own your decisions. What? The first decision is my decision.
He's trying to get you, Logan. He's got you. He's
failing. He's failing.
Oh, okay.
Sour Blow, I'm sorry, you failed, bruv. The first decision, right? And this is the problem of people that don't play lots of RPGs that have different endings. The first one that you pick, that is your canon decision. Nothing stops me from reloading from the point that I know is the branching path. So settle down, all right? Stop clutching them pearls. Lounge Lizard says, I think I know that ending.
The show where Loke argues with the chat. And the chat just come in. The chat just come in with just
come
things
on
that they think is just and that I'll probably agree with about half the time.
Thank you, Curie Cosmos. Curie Cosmos gets it. Curie Cosmos says, I support your playstyles. I do that in visual novels. Again,
Well, really,
Sour Blow, if
as
you
soon
care
as
about
you
the
buy the
story.
game,
Sorry.
in my opinion, as soon as you buy the game, all things are out the window. Like nobody can tell you what to do with it.
Yeah, I guess.
No,
Yeah,
nobody can tell
that's
you what
fair
to do.
enough.
If they want validity in a specific thing, like, hey, how hard is this game? And you're playing it on easy mode, now that's a problem.
Just check the achievements and then do with that as you will, bruv. As for difficulty, you can go and check my achievements or my trophies. I don't hide them. I play every game on medium. I play on the
Same.
recommended settings.
I play
I
most
don't
of my
add or
stuff on the
reduce.
regular settings, bro. And like, I'll turn it up if I feel like this is too easy. Which I did that for Scarlet Nexus. I ended up playing that on the maximum difficulty just because I was just like, bro, I was killing stuff without even touching the ground, just being in
Yeah,
a single jump, and just
the
like it was
difficulty in
ridiculous.
Scarlet Nexus. We did discuss this. We both upped it a level, and then the grinding is so easy. You can level up very fast, and then yeah, the medium levels there's not much of a challenge. Speaking of difficulty, I'm playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I'm at the last boss. I think it's the last boss, and I'm pissed. I am pissed. He is very hard to play. That's all I will say. Curie Cosmo says, I'm just too lazy to do the Excel sheets. I make a notepad. Whichever way you use, Curie, you,
It's the same
me,
thing.
same. Same. Peas in a pod. All right, peas in a pod. All right. Geez, we've been trying to get into Callisto Protocol for
Well,
a
let's go back
minute
to
now.
Sir
Can we
X
do
Man
it?
though. He left a super chat though. Shout out to Sir X Man. I'm gonna read it off.
Did
He
he?
said, "I'll
Oh,
play." Yeah,
sorry, I
he
didn't
said,
see
"I'll
it.
play Starfield, but I'll no life Forza." Fact.
Oh,
And
yeah,
hey,
yeah. $2 super chat.
I ain't. Oh snap! I don't know what just happened.
Did you just bot? What happened?
No, my Discord just like switched screens all of a sudden. That was insane.
Oh,
But no, everything's fine.
all right.
What I was saying is like, I feel Sir X Man on that, and you know what has me so interested in Forza this time around?
Well,
The whole car
the
PG
career.
thing,
Yes.
the car PG
Yes,
thing,
the
and I'm just
career.
like,
Oof.
if they nail this, it could be just insanely amazing. But if they miss, it can be an absolute travesty. It really can. Because like you think about a leveling system, and it tells you like you're pretty much like married with that car for a while, right? And like it's telling you how fast your previous, and I mean a lot of other games did that, right? They tell you how fast your previous lap was in this spot or whatever. Like
Mm.
you were 10 seconds or two, like 10 seconds is ridiculous, but like you were 3 seconds faster than your initial lap in this area,
Yes.
right? Or something like that. Like you were just going nuts. Like you figured it out. You broke this game. So like within driving and figuring that out, I'm wondering if like how spamming a track is, because we've all done it. Those of us that played like Gran Turismo and whatnot, where we're like, we finally get to a track that gives us like $3,000,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I'm gonna spam this track because because it's only 2 laps. I can kill it, get $3,000 repeatedly over and over and over, and the next thing you know, you got a Dodge Viper completely kitted out, right? And you're just
Mhm.
killing them on the $3,000 race even worse than before, and now you're overpowered the next time you go into the next league of races. Right?
Yep,
You're just
yep.
overpowered. So I mean, we've all done that. Those of us that love car games. I'm just wondering how that's gonna look
But
going into that. And plus,
with
with
Forza,
Forza, you don't buy cars, right? Or do you buy cars? I
yes.
don't. I like
No, no,
like it's a
you do buy
weird
cars.
mix
You earn
within car
CR
packs. You
credit.
earning, yeah, like it's just weird.
You earn credits. The thing is with grinding Forza, why you don't get over leveled, in my opinion, is if your Viper is level A, but the race is level B, then you can't even enter the Viper. The only thing, the closest you can get to over leveling is if the race is level A, and then you get your car to like almost S, not quite S, but
Yeah,
almost S.
very much like Need for Speed Unbound, right? Where you just max it out
Yes,
to just to where you got like a millimeter worth before you go to the
there
to
you
the
go.
next level, before you cross over.
Spending minutes, like 20, 30 minutes tuning your car so you get as close as possible without passing the limit. That's actually where you're gonna waste most of your time. Curie Cosmos brings up a good point, which leads up to my feeling with Forza. Uh, I probably won't be able to play Forza on launch, Starfield, and Cyberpunk in the same month as Savage. So the thing for me with Forza is I was excited for the RPG elements, but I don't want it to do well. Not for the reason that you're assuming. This is not about me being a pony. That's not it, because I'm not a pony.
You're really
I
trying to
don't want
convince us.
Forza to nail the RPG. I'm not trying to nail. I don't want
You're,
them to
Microsoft
nail
is
the
getting Loke right now. He's
RPG
biting.
mechanic because I'm being selfish. Ham Solo, Starfield is a game to be no-lifed. All right, this is going to take you 6 months, 9 months, maybe a year. Cyberpunk, for me, is a game I can't uninstall. I have to keep playing it. And then you add Forza, and then give it elements where I can't get in, play it for 2 months or three max, uninstall it like I did with all the other Forzas, and move on with my life. Now this Forza nailed the RPG mechanics. Now you can't leave. Now it's so good, you need to figure out how you're gonna make an hour for Starfield, an hour for Cyberpunk, an hour for Forza, an hour for whatever new game comes out. Because the other three, I just have to keep playing them. Then there's a new game coming out. Thanks to freaking Game Pass and PS Plus, even if you don't buy games, there's a new one that is in your backlog that you want to buy, and it's there now.
Loke, what it
All right?
sounds
Need for
like,
Speed.
Loke, all this complaining that you're doing, you sound like Jimmy Butler at the end of the finals right now. You sound like Xbox
Talk about
has
I'm
got your
tired.
blue sweater in complete prison right now, and you can't move in any direction. You want to play this? Nah, man, you ain't got no time. You got to play this, but then you got to play this as well. You got all these things downloaded, and you don't even know when you wake up. You're stressed. You're sweating. You're you just you're just not feeling good, bud. And yeah, you
Like,
don't want
where
it to
will I
be good. You don't want it to be
find
good because
the
Xbox
time?
is literally putting you in prison when it comes to
Where
games and like
will I
things that you have
find
to play.
the time?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is, bruh. Sir X Man with another $2 super chat saying, "Remember, I play Forza
Remember,
with a
I
racing
play
rig on
Forza.
PC."
It's gonna be a monster. Like that's the type of stuff I'd like to watch. It reminds me of when I was a kid and Gran Turismo 2 was like new, and my brother would be playing, and I'd be sitting next to him watching. And even though I had to wait my turn, just watching got me excited. Sir X Man's description of how he's going to play Forza gets me excited. So a
But let's
lounge
get back
lizard
to what we're supposed to
adds
be
in an
talking
hour.
about.
Hold on,
We
hold
gotta
on.
get back
Lounge
to it.
lizard says an hour for doing the dishes and laundry. Curie Cosmos says Game Pass feeding people like kings and queens. All right, so Ham, I would like to increase the trigger words that cannot be spoken on TSWS gaming. So it's
No, there's trigger
Starfield,
words now.
Game Pass, and Forza. All right, those three we cannot bring them up. They don't count. It's not fair. Anyways,
Whatever.
then let's get into this. Finally, what is this? We're an hour and 30 minutes in, and we've only done one of the projected topics. Good times, ladies and gentlemen. Good times. Anyway,
Whoops.
the Callisto protocol will receive a new piece of DLC called Final Transmission. It will launch as a timed exclusive on PlayStation for, get this, 48 hours on June 27th, and then
What?
be released on all other platforms on June 29th. Striking Distance Studios posted a short teaser trailer showing protagonist Jacob Lee waking up and coming across a big robot that makes its way towards him. The studio calls it a heart-pounding final chapter, indicating that this could be the game's only story DLC. However, it's possible more non-story DLC could be added in the future. Ham Solo. 48 hours. I'm sorry. Usually I ask you to go first, but I'm sorry. I'm heated on this one, Ham. You know, I'm always talking about I don't like exclusives because I don't think they're good for us, the customers. It's good for them. It's not good for us. And Ham, this exclusive, if you're going to do something, freaking do it. All right? Don't just stick the tip in. Sony, if you're going to make it exclusive, bro, a year. I don't even care about this game. I'm just talking about like logic, sense. Sense. If you're going to make something exclusive, what a waste of money. What an utter waste of money. 48 hours. Someone could have gotten a raise. One of the interns at Sony could have gotten a raise. Instead, 48 hours. Are you shitting me? Thanks to my shitty internet, there's times it takes me 48 hours to download games. So I could have, oh God, I could have gotten Callisto Protocol DLC while I'm trying to download it, if it's big enough. While I'm trying to download it, it'll already be on Xbox. What are you doing?
It's pretty
Like they
pointless.
say in Zulu, "Uwenze njani?" Sony. Maybe if I speak to you in Zulu, you will understand each other. For fuck's sakes, dude. If you're going to do it, do it. Otherwise, don't do it at all. Too Big comes in with a $2 super chat. Look, get out of here with them trigger words. Okay. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Tombo901 just laughing. Curie, having a good time. All right, all right. Tombo says, but PS Plus is safe here. Good to know. LOL. Yeah, PS Plus is good, man. Curie Cosmos, 48 hours. Well, that's better than what they did with Kingdom Hearts Remind DLC. That was a month. No, oh, wow. Sony's struggling. They can't even keep exclusives to themselves. Ham Solo, go ahead.
It's. I mean, I don't know. 48 hours, especially with all the stuff going on, all the games that are out. I mean, that's not a big deal. Especially, I mean, love it or hate it, Xbox community is pretty patient. Especially with the way we're eating off of Game Pass. And those of us that don't have Game Pass are usually playing a game that they're very satisfied with. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have Game Pass, you're usually probably in. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna tell you how I see it. When I see somebody that I know
Mm.
that doesn't have Game Pass, they're playing the hell out of Assassin's Creed. They're playing the hell out of FIFA, Madden, Warzone, Call of Duty, Battlefield, stuff like that. Stuff like my cousin, my cousin Matt. I got him into getting Game Pass, but I feel silly because all he plays is Call of Duty. All he plays is Call of Duty.
But does he pay
Anytime
for
I
it
see
though?
him online, what do you mean? Does he pay for Call of Duty? Yeah, he paid for it.
No, Game Pass. Does he pay for Game Pass?
Yeah, he pays for Game Pass as well.
What? He pays it,
Another
but he
buddy,
doesn't.
another buddy of mine, pretty much plays Warzone. Not Warzone. He plays Call of Duty. He plays some games. Like and he'll definitely, since I game share with him, he'll play the games I buy. Right? Like he played Jedi Survivor. He's loving that game right now. But like for the most part, he pays for Game Pass, and he plays Smite in Warframe.
What?
And if you've seen his
Isn't Smite
character in
free?
if you've seen his character in Warframe, you'd be like, yeah, this is all he plays. Same with
But he
Smite. If you've
pays
seen
for
his
Game
characters
Pass.
in Smite, you'd be like, yep, that's all he plays. But yeah, he pays for Game Pass month by month just because he wants to be able to have what Starfield's going to be able to bring now. He was enjoying Redfall, not being in this whole community and everything like that. He noticed, hey, yo, like this is not as great as I thought it was going to be. That's what he said. But he said he enjoyed it and that he wanted me to play with him. And that's the reason I haven't deleted it off of my Xbox yet. Because he specifically wants to play it,
Oh,
even though I'm not really. I mean, I already beat the game. I'm done with it. But like, when certain friends hit you up to want to play a game, especially when they're not in the same, like me and you are looking at games differently than he is. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like he's playing a game because he's off of work. He just wants to relax and do something fun for a little bit before he hits the sack. Um. So yeah, I play with him a little bit every once in a while, but for the most like I'm done with that game until like they announce like some sort of DLC and what they promised to bring to the game. I'm done with it.
Tombo 901 comes in with a $2 super chat. Thank you. Says, don't just stick the tip in, Sony. Quote of the week. Tombo, real quick, we're very big on consent here on TSWS Gaming. I would like to know, may I screenshot this and share it on TwitTwat and tag you?
My goodness.
Are you okay with that? Just confirm there in the chat. I like it. I like it. You know what? I didn't rehearse it at all. I just thought about it. And for real, if you're gonna do it, just freaking do it, dude. Just do it. You know? Curie Cosmos is having a meltdown about Square Enix in the chat. Damn! Like she mad, man. You know what I mean?
Oh
Damn.
my goodness! See, this is what I'm saying. Look, you're having a show and you're just ripping on the chat. We're not even talking about. We're not even talking about the
Ripping.
subjects.
I'm
All you do
interacting.
is
I'm not
read the
ripping.
chat and just rip on people. like that's what this show has been
Oh,
so far today.
oh my god. All right, all right. Let's go on topic. Have Solo. Do you think that this exclusivity thing is going to get the sticks moving for Sony? You think people are going to drop their Xboxes, drop their PCs? Because that's what exclusivity is about, especially third-party exclusivity. That one is very specific why it's there. All right. Do you think this
The
deal
thing
is
that's
going to make?
the thing that's
Go
funny to
ahead.
me is I think this, like, in the terms of like maybe um striking distance, trying to get money off of this the best, I feel like this should have been the other way around. Because
Yes.
if because to be honest, like if I'm being completely honest, as I just got done saying about Xbox fans, which I am one, we like to save money and we're willing to be a little bit more patient than some Sony fans are. Sure, I'm willing to admit that. Unless you are, I mean that is part of wanting to be in that ecosystem, right?
Mm.
It's because they will hook you up eventually.
Wait. Are you saying that that's why I like that? That's why I like the ecosystem, like the Sony ecosystem.
No, I'm just saying that the Sony ecosystem is pretty thirsty. Always. They're
Oh,
always pretty
oh
thirsty.
yeah,
And
yeah,
and what
yeah.
I'm saying is that's why you see sales happen faster there. So like in a marketing thought process, I'm thinking maybe you'd want, like, if this was striking distance saying, "Hey, we'll put out something early," I'd think you'd want to do it on Xbox and try to suck up as much money and people out there bragging, you know, as much as possible, because Sony's gonna eventually come through and eat it up, especially with the name, or Sony having the rights to it. And I think that's really what this comes down to: is Sony had the rights to this, but at the same time, it's just like, what the hell? 48 hours isn't really saying that you got a whole lot of rights. Like, you know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
just like, I don't know. It's like saying I'm going on vacation early and leaving the office 2 hours early, and everyone's going on the same vacation. It's like you didn't get that
You're not doing
much
much.
more. You didn't get more vacation than everybody else. You just left a little earlier.
Yeah,
You know, right? You were able to run a couple more errands
dude.
before everybody
What
else.
errand? 2 hours in my is just enough for you to get out of the city. You haven't even done any errands. You haven't gone shopping. You ain't changed your clothes. You haven't packed your bags. You haven't done nothing. You've just left the city. You're now out the city. That's all you've done. What are we doing here? Seriously, Sony. And I know we all meme about me being a pony or whatever, but this is embarrassing. If I was a Sony pony, wow, this is shameful.
48
What
hours doesn't cut it
this
for
this
exclusivity. That's weird.
this harkens back to what Sir X-Man said. What did he say? Let me scroll up here. Hold on, 2 minutes. He said, "Told you, Sony is on business welfare. It's showing." Who the hell has ever done exclusivity for 48 hours? Who? Please, someone in the chat, link me to a time in history when Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo got a game exclusive for hours. Hours. Bro, we were pissed off about years, months, hours, dog. Jesus. Let me focus. I'm done with
Anyways,
this.
moving on.
I would like to move on.
Yep, I'm with it.
Okay. We're done crapping on Sony today. Please, let's move on to the next topic. The next topic, not a happy topic, but it happened. Pro CSGO player Ostap Onistrat killed in Ukraine. I know I killed the accent. If there's anyone here from Ukraine, I'm sorry. I'm a fella in Mozambique. I don't speak Ukrainian. Anyway, this is from Game Rant. Ukrainian professional Counter-Strike global offensive player Ostap Onistrat died while defending his homeland earlier this month, aged 21. The confirmation of his tragic death arrived mere weeks after the community-made CS:GO map attempted to give Russians another perspective on the war in Ukraine. Ray Chi says post office error with a week in advance. Okay. Damn. I think this story is important to highlight because we spend a lot of time talking about games and talking about people's personas online. And sometimes we forget that there are people away from the keyboard. They're not just their personas, including you, including me. You know, this was an actual person, um, and he freaking served his country and died. And I just feel like it's important for us to observe that this happened, and we need to be more cognizant of the fact
Yeah,
that we're all people. You know,
yeah,
sometimes you
absolutely.
see all the hate being chucked around, you know, and sometimes you sit there and you're like, did this person before clicking end, did they sit and think, yo, there's another person on the other end? And yeah, so that's why I put this as one of our topics to address
No,
today.
no, no, I like that. I like
Uh,
that. In fact, I took off the whole like and subscribe thing off of the top of the spot just to give the whole top part of the screen some respect on the person that served and did what he had to do, and was part of the gaming community and whatnot. So I mean, that's definitely something to pay respects to, and it just sucks. you know I mean,
yeah,
because
and
when
we're
you
not
think
picking
it,
sides here.
no,
Not
no, no,
saying
no, this has nothing
like,
to do with picking sides. This is just like saying, like,
yeah,
this is showing the the reality of, yo, like, we play games and stuff, but this is happening outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
yeah,
going on in the world where it's not. It's like as serious as some of us take gaming and we follow it every day. We love it, hate it sometimes. Like, this is just a brutal reminder that gaming isn't everything.
yeah, yeah. Not gonna ask for a moment of silence. Just wanted to recognize um, this tragic event. Obviously, thousands of other people have been losing their lives in this war. Not to minimize their lives, but this one specifically speaks to us because it's of our community. So we couldn't just let it keep going and not say anything. So it a small little request on my end, guys. Try to be nicer to each other. You know, when someone's getting off on you on social media, just try and be a bit more patient with them because sometimes people are dealing with some real things and they're just trying to vent online. So don't take it all like too hard, you know. Reggie Lee, welcome in. Reggie Lee says, "What's happening, Ham and Loke? Welcome in, bruv." Tombo
Welcome,
says, "Also
welcome.
stuff like this is why I enjoy gaming so much to get my mind off of the bad crap from time to time." Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
definitely agreed on that. I hope the people that came here also for an escape don't mind these 4 or 5 minutes that we're spending on this specific topic, but we
Just
just felt
reality.
that it's important to. Yes, and it's a reality that has reached out and touched one of us, you know? Anyways, rest in peace, Oni. Moving on to the next topic, Video Game Chronicles. This one, Video Game Chronicles, and this is a touchy subject for me. So Metal Gear Solid 4 was once running beautifully on the Xbox 360. That's according to the game's assistant producer Ryan Payton, who shares the revelation in Stephen L. Kent's book, The Ultimate History of Video Games, Volume 2. Feel free. I will share the extension in the chat, and you guys can go and buy the book if you guys think you'd like to read about the ultimate history of video games. Uh, in the interview for the book, Payton claims that there was no exclusivity deal to ensure the game was only released on PS3, and that the decision instead came down to the choice of disc format used in Microsoft's console. Payton says that at one point Konami set up a team dedicated to seeing if the game could be ported to the Xbox 360. Long story short, it ran beautifully. But according to Payton, although the port was possible on a technical level, it wasn't practical on a physical level because the PS3 games came on a BD-ROM disc, which could hold up to 54 gigabytes of storage, and Xbox 360 games came in a DVD-ROM, which could only hold up to 8.3 gigabytes. Bringing Metal Gear Solid 4 to 360 would have required putting the game on numerous discs, something Konami wasn't willing to do. This was backed up at the time by Sony's Jack Tretton, who once stated Metal Gear Solid 4 is not only exclusive on PS3, it's only possible on PS3 thanks in part to Blu-ray. Ham Solo. Microsoft shooting themselves in the foot again. What are your thoughts?
This just goes to show how, how much, the little things kind of matter within gaming. So, like, we look at it as we didn't get the game. The way Konami may have looked at it is they weren't willing to spend what it costs. You know what I mean?
Let's do some quick math.
And it may have, and I'm gonna let you continue, but it may have,
No, go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. I think it may have definitely cut into. I mean, because when I had the interview with Seamus Blackley, he always was very much so telling me how finicky Microsoft was when it came to investing money into something. Microsoft believes the product that or software should just sell itself, and they revise to make it more worth and more worth and more worth. But in this case, Microsoft would have had to work with other people and actually spend money in hoping that they do it. And I think Microsoft as a company is very self-reliant, and they don't want to do. And you're seeing that right now with the way that they're purchasing studios. They're purchasing it so it's like, it's mine. I don't have to deal with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
With that being said, I just think that Microsoft sees that, Sony has this partnership because they're willing to spend and do whatever, and they probably get a better deal because of the tenure that they have. And Microsoft sees that they're not getting as good of a deal, and they're just like, you know what, I don't even want to deal with it. That's BS. We should get the same deal that y'all are getting, although we don't have that tenure with you. So that arguing goes on. Phil or Peter Moore or whoever was on Seamus, whatever was on the phone was like, yo, Sony's getting it at this price, but we're gonna have to pay this extra charge because we're just the new guy. We're just the new guys on the block. And those people up at Microsoft was just like, no, if you can't get the same deal that they getting, we ain't doing it. And they didn't do it.
And this brings into question exactly Curie Cosmos' point. They do have some exceptions to not dealing with others. See the Sega deal extended to Atlas as well. That is a recent development. What Ham is saying absolutely correlates. If you check the exclusives for the 360, in my and from what I've read, it had more to do with just money being shelled out and not partnerships in terms of how can we max out your game on our platform. It was more of how much do you want and does it run on our platform, and that was it. It wasn't the close-knit relationship that Sony tries to make with the even the third party developers that they that they make deals with. Also, a funny meme, Ham. I did some quick math, very quick on my calculator. It would have taken 6 discs to put Metal Gear Solid on the 360.
That's a book.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice.
That's a book set, man.
So
That's insane.
so the next question is, so obviously we agree 360 killed themselves, yeah. This game, if this had gone through, Ham, we'd be able to play the 360 version directly on Xbox
And the controls
of
would still be
MGS4.
terrible.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Reishi says Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon on 360 is a sad story, bro. Let's not even get into it. Otherwise, we won't even get in. We won't get through the rest of the topics. Ham, with the limitations removed, the shackles of discs removed. Nowadays, we get a lot of AAA games that come out, no physical copies. What is your guess on why MGS4 is still stuck on the PS3? Because we haven't had an official statement on why from Konami.
I mean, I personally don't know what the reality behind it is, but if I were to guess,
We guessing. We guessing. We guessing.
if I were to guess what it is that it was just looked upon as, I think this is more of an Xbox problem. Because I think if they reached out
Explain.
and I think if they reached out and tried to fund something like that they might be able to, but then again, there may be stipulations with that, with it having the exclusivity that it did have with PlayStation. It may stifle Xbox from being able to even ask if that's a possibility. So with PlayStation kind of just doing their own thing, that game just kind of sits in limbo.
Yeah, and only the pirates can get it, or if you have a PS3, which is sad. Back from the Dead said PS3 didn't help anyone with the cell processing. The cell processor is the devil's cousin. That is all I will say on it. All right? I 100% agree with Back from the Dead. That was terrible. That was very close to... It was just terrible. It was horrible.
If they could have
Lounge
really
Lizard...
figured that thing out, it would have been insane, but they never did. It just feels like it was.
Hey,
just,
man. If
it,
KD, Kyrie, and Harden could have figured that thing out, that could have been
right.
awesome.
It's exactly like that, because it's like, I don't know. I was thinking
the possibilities were insane.
The PS3 to the cell processor is like Halo to slip space. It's just like they just cannot figure it out and get it done in an effective amount of time.
Yeah. Also, Lounge Lizard adds something that I also thought is I've been thinking about this for years and I don't understand it. Again, okay, Lounge Lizard says, can it be ported as a downloadable? The pirates are already doing it as we speak. So why not just charge people to do it legally? Reishi says because the Metal Gear Collection Volume 2 won't be this enticing. Agreed. I'm very excited for the first collection. I'm just going to enjoy that. But I'm not going to get my hopes up and then have Konami stab me in the dick by not giving us MGS4. Right? Because we've been thinking and talking about MGS4 for years now. Reishi, for some reason, you sweet summer child, you still haven't been stabbed by Konami. So I'm going to let you keep dreaming, bro. That's what I'm going to do. But I will not snatch away your hopes and dreams. You do you, Reishi. You do you. Hamothy. Are we good on this one? Can we move on?
Oh no, I hope we're not losing likes right now. By the way, you guys hit that like button if you guys are enjoying the show at all.
Hey.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving. All right. We might lose some likes. We might lose some subscribers over this one. Game Pass games coming soon were announced, and we got us some bangers, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's going to hurt some people's feelings. I know it's testy, but PS Plus is good. There is nothing wrong with good. All right? Don't let anyone tell you good is bad. Game Pass is better by a mile. Just don't compare them. All right? Michael Jordan, GOAT. LeBron, great. Don't put them next to each other. You make the other one look bad. Anyways, Game Pass
Disrespect.
games coming soon is Bramble. Never heard of this one. So, yeah. Fist, apparently, one of the best side scrollers from last year. Games don't rot. So, I'm going to give it a go. I don't like side scrollers, but whatever. Need for Speed Unbound. The best Need for Speed since the mid 2000s.
Yes.
I played it day one. I'm not even heartbroken that it's on Game Pass. I'm excited for anyone that's going to get to bang
actually
this.
got the hard
And I
copy
hope,
of that.
yep, I hope PS Plus puts this on is soon, because this is a marvelous game. It really is. Arcade Paradise, whatever. Story of Seasons, also whatever. Sword, a Sword and Fairy, curious. The Book of Walker, also just curious. Hamothy, what's your breakdown of the coming soon games for Game Pass? Go.
Those are some good games. And some games that I'm interested in. I mean, you put something you put the word arcade on it, and I just kind of want to check it out. I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh.
Like, I just want to see what it is. It says Arcade Paradise, so I want to see, like, is this like a game with arcade games in it, or like what's going on here? I've always thought that it'd be dope if, and this is kind of like on the subject of like an arcade type game. I always thought it'd be cool if Capcom did an arcade with other publishers. You know what I mean? And they all made like Capcom with times or by Midway, by like Bandai, by you know what I mean? Like just like
Yeah.
it'd be cool if they all came together or like did a 25 split and just made
Yeah.
a dope arcade game that just came out like once a decade, just to update some of the games or something like that. I just think that'd be kind of cool. But that's a little off topic. But the Book of Walker, the cover art looks interesting, but I don't know if the game is going to be interesting.
Looks cyberpunkish.
Right. It
Or
looks
like that other
cyberpunk
cyberpunk game that we tried.
with the
What was it?
vampires.
No,
I don't know.
not the vampires one. Remember the
No, I'm
the
just saying
top
the cover.
down cyberpunk game that we played.
Oh,
That
you're
was
talking about
rough.
the
And we
Ascent?
kept losing. Yes, we kept losing our data, and it was terrible. And
Yeah,
then
I
they
kept
patched
losing
it.
gear in that game. I was so mad. I never finished the Ascent just because I lost my favorite gear because the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
froze. And then I just like
yeah.
deleted it right away. I was just like, and it happened twice. It happened twice. There was like one thing that was my favorite was like a Kamehameha blast kind of thing, right? And the other thing that
Mm.
was my favorite was when you shot people and then they like expanded and exploded. Those were my two favorite specials to use, and I lost
Good
both of
times.
them. I was like, how do I acquire my favorite stuff and then lose them in the game? And then I couldn't go back and buy them. Every time I went to the vendor, they didn't have it. They never had it.
Oh.
So I just deleted the game. I was so frustrated. But I
Mm.
mean, Need for Speed
$2 super
Unbound. I'm
chat
not.
here from Sir X-Man.
Oh yeah, go
Hold
ahead.
on. $2 super chat from Sir X-Man says, "Let Metal Gear go low, please." No,
Oh my
never.
goodness. Stop it.
Never, you will have to
We're
kill
not going to
me,
get off
and
topic
then you
right
can
now.
take Metal Gear.
Stop it.
Anyway, finish off, man. Finish. Hey, it's a $2 super chat. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you read the super chat, but I'm not gonna let you dive into that because it's a trap, Loke. It's a trap. But Need for Speed Unbound, obviously, I think that game is fantastic, and if you haven't got a chance to play it, you are in for a treat. For that game being in the Game Pass, that's a good get, and I'm telling you, if you haven't played it, go play it. It gives you that classic feel with like a fresh, with like just like fresh graphics and everything. It looks great. The story's kind of cheesy, but it's still pretty good. It it's just cheesy. Um, but the cars are really
Oh,
really fun. They're great.
the
Um,
driving. Oh,
yeah, the driving is
wow.
it's really easy to figure out, but
No, no rubber
it gets a little
banding.
tough to
Also, no,
master.
dude. There's no rubber banding. I love it. If you're good, you're good. But if you're bad, oh, you're really bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Fist, I'm looking forward to that because I kind of been getting a little back into side scrolling games a little bit more. I've been playing like
Mm.
this game called like Leon Ting or something like that. I forgot what it's called specifically. And then Planet
Mhm.
of Lana, I believe, is the game. I've been playing a little bit of
Mhm.
that, and those in both of those games, side scrolling, totally different, but really fun. And me and the wife really liked uh what's the game? Unraveled? Yeah, Unraveled. Unraveled.
Mm.
Yeah, just all sorts of side scrollers. So I'm kind of interested to see what Fist looks like because it's supposed to look really good. And I know it's been in PlayStation Plus. I have PlayStation Plus. I just never use it, and I'm probably not.
Oh
I'm
my
probably not
God.
gonna.
I'm the fanboy. I'm the fanboy, but you refuse to download when you have the service on. Oh my God.
You see what happens, Loke, is there'll be like a game. There'll be like things on Xbox like get an achievement, get you know like Microsoft rewards. Play this game, get certain rewards. I take part in some of that stuff. So like when I
Mm.
turn on the Xbox, I'm literally able to like cash in on some of this stuff. The PlayStation, you can do that a little bit, but it's not near. I mean it's just like what you said. You said that at the beginning of the conversation. PlayStation Plus is
What?
awesome, but Game Pass is great.
Wait. Don't you don't try and be clever.
I'm just
Don't
saying
try
the
and be
same
clever.
thing you
I was
said,
talking
Loke.
about I'm talking about the complete package, okay? Specifically
I just
about
said some
Fist.
stuff about the complete package. I'm just saying, like, if I got an achievement in Fist and that's the reward that I need to get, I mean, there you go. I mean, I got money for playing Fist.
Oh my God.
I
Okay, we're not
mean,
going
how
to
can you
console war
argue
this.
that?
This is not happening. This is not happening. Well, the chat is has games that they're interested in. Put your ratings in for the out of 10. What are your ratings for these games coming soon? Ham, what's your rating for these games?
I'd say like a 7.5.
I think you're being unfair. I think this is an 8, specifically
Wow, that's
because
not much
NFS.
higher than mine.
Yeah, but it's an 8. All right. Need for Speed on its own is a 10.
Oh,
This is
stop
a
it.
great game. I'm serious. No, I'm talking about Need for Speed specifically. I'm not saying the whole collection of games is a 10.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
saying Need
see
for
what you're
Speed
saying.
specifically is a 10.
It's like a
Fist,
Game
I haven't
Pass
played it.
10 type of game. It's a
Yes,
high quality
yes.
game for Game Pass.
High
Yes,
quality.
it is.
Yeah. Fist, I haven't played it, but from what I've heard, it's a solid 6 or 7. which is fine. Everything else,
It
never
could be
heard of
like an
it.
8.
I'm
It could
definitely
be
gonna
like an 8. This could be
maybe
like an 8 or a 9
dude,
possibly.
as soon as a game's a side scroller for me, this is my opinion. As soon as a game's a side
See,
scroller,
see now
I'm
you're using
already
your opinion, and
I'm taking a step
you
back.
were just using the
Oh
community,
my
and
god.
now you're saying I'm
Alright.
using my
Alright,
opinion. So
alright,
which one
fine.
is it?
Fine. According to the community, 8. Sure. Whatever. So you have a game that's an 8, one that's a 10, and the rest is kind of subjective. So I think 8 is a fair score.
I think 7.5 is too.
All right. Well, yeah, everyone in the chat, tell us what's your score for these uh games coming to Game Pass. Next, Electronic Arts and Ascendant Studios have announced that the upcoming Magic-based first-person shooter Immortals of Avium, Ham Solo's Game of the Year, has been delayed from July 20th release
It's
to
tragic.
August 22nd. Ascendant Studios has specifically stated that it will be using this added time to add more PC functionality to the game as well as prepare it for a smooth launch. In the blog post announcing this delay, Immortals of Avium director Brett Robbins thanked fans for their reaction and recapped some of the challenges in making this Magic FPS. Robbins highlights how Ascendant Studios still blaming COVID, working through the COVID-19 pandemic, building a new team in the process, and working with the power of Unreal 5.1 to push the game to its limits. Ham Solo, what are your feelings on this specifically?
Well, I heard you slip in the whole COVID thing. Yeah, they actually did start around the whole COVID thing. So, and they have a whole diary talking about it before they even announced anything about this delay. So, they did go through some sort of struggle because they were a brand new studio. Ascendant Studios, this is their first game. So, like, this is them building from from literally from the ground up. And their first game is on Unreal Engine 5. So it's pretty I'd say it's pretty ambitious. And Brett Robbins, which is a person that was one of the creators of Dead Space, and he also worked with Sledgehammer Games on let's see,
Can
on
you put up
like
some
the Call of
gameplay for Immortals
Duties.
of Avium? Reishi says he hasn't seen it, never heard of
Yeah,
it.
sure.
But
Absolutely. No problem.
yeah,
Um
I know you have gameplay because you kept for them. They gave you special access
they
and
didn't
all
give me
these
any
all these
access to anything.
merch and stuff. Sure, sure.
I didn't get
Anyway, finish your
nothing,
point.
sir. You need to relax. Take notes
Mm-hmm. Sure.
cuz what I'm doing is just tearing you apart on what you were just saying about
Which is
COVID. Oh,
uh
COVID.
come on, dude.
So I mean,
It's gonna be
I
COVID
just
till
I
2030.
I
No.
ripped you apart right there, and now you're just like begging for mercy. It's okay though. It's okay. So
If you
there's
have
some
to bring it back,
gameplay for
it
you
didn't
in
happen.
case you didn't know
And-
what Immortals of
all
Avium
right,
is.
there you go,
But
Reishi. There you go.
yeah, there you go. How many podcasts you know do that kind of stuff for you? Come on now, pull up some. I mean, you're like, what is this? I pulled it up for you. I pulled it up. All right. But anyways, so yeah,
Like and
so the
subscribe.
person that you were just talking about, the name just slipped. Oh yeah, Brett Robbins. He worked on what is it? Call of Duty for Sledgehammer, and he ended up like hiring people from Telltale Games when they initially closed down. Um, to help with story, and ended up getting people from like 2K and other studios. So they have a lot of talented people working on it. Um, I'm really excited for the game. I wanted to play it day one, and I still want to play it day one. I just am gonna have to wait until the end of August. I'm disappointed because it's getting close to Starfield, and it's giving me less time to like relax and enjoy it. It feels like I'm gonna have to like kind of like get in there. But the thing is is I don't know how long a story like this will be. You know what I mean? Especially if it's their first game. If it's like Dead Space,
Could be 15, could be 10, could be 30.
yeah. So like, and I'll have time to play it for sure. So I'm just like, damn, that's close. That's close.
Thanks for the tip. Reishi comes in here with Canadian 2.19. No, $2.19 Canadian. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
So
I
Ham, this
appreciate
tip
it.
specifically, this one goes into the Ham solo jar. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Um,
This game looks amazing. One of the things that made me really disappointed, and I know you've never seen this, Ray. So like I'm happy to kind of show this off for you and whatnot. But like for the amount of showcases and commercials that they've given out for this game, I'm just surprised to now see that it's delayed.
yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried right now. For them, I'm worried for them.
From the way that they worded that statement, I'm worried for PC. Because every way that I've seen them talk about playing this game was either like, actually the one time I seen them like actually like playing and talking about it, they were using an Xbox controller. So I was wondering if they were running it off of like a dev kit, like an Xbox dev kit or something like that. But I'm wondering like if they're having any issues, because think about all the ports for PC as of lately. They've been terrible. They've been disrespectful. Other than like I think whatchamacallit, what Dead Island. I think Dead Island was a good port, but Dead Space, VRAM issues. What was it? Jedi Survivor. Goodness gracious. Why does Joel look like that in Last of Us? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like all these PC ports that have been coming out have been kind of rough.
Joel looks
I
more
think
homeless
one
than
of the
me.
people that have been knocking it out of the park that I want to give some sort of credit to is a PlayStation studio, Nixxes. Nixxes has actually been taking care of the PC ports for PlayStation, especially with like Spider-Man. The Spider-Man remaster and Miles Morales, clean as a whistle. I'm assuming when they come out with the Ratchet and Clank for PC, it's gonna be probably clean as well.
Who says it's going to PC?
Did you
It's
not see
PlayStation
it?
exclusive.
Did you not know that
I
Ratchet
saw
and
it.
Clank was going to PC? Oh,
I
okay.
saw it. I saw it. Just messing with you. Relax, bruv. Relax.
I was just trying to teach you.
Anyways, are we done with the Mortals of Avium?
Yeah.
Okay, so my bad. I let you ramble on and I didn't even give my little 2 cents. Listen, Immortals.
Back to Immortals.
This is another one for the backlog. This is another one for the backlog for me. As you said, very close to very gigantic games releasing. I might start it. I might just be too miffed to not even give it a go. But if I do start it, I'm not going to finish it because Forza launches right after, then Starfield. I think it's not worth the investment, in my opinion. But I'm definitely looking forward to playing it one day. So the delay doesn't bother me.
Right.
Just release it properly. Next.
It all in all doesn't bother me either because it's just like, yo, I get it. Like, this is your studio's first game. How the hell would you look coming out looking like a fool? Like, I get that, and
Yes.
and I'm
Yes.
100% behind. Don't shoot yourself on the way out the door, dude. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But it's just
Yeah.
like when I think
Not
about
the
my
gates, not even the
balance.
door.
When I'm thinking about my balance in games and knowing that I want to purchase that day one and having it be only like a week in a day, maybe a week and 2 days before a generational title like Starfield comes out, It's just like, oh
Potentially,
my god,
potentially,
no.
it's potentially generational. There's potential. It's not
Yeah,
confirmed that it will be
I
generational.
think it will be, man. I
Let it
think that
launch.
those 45 minutes were just so goddamn succulent. I tell you what, bro. I tell you what. I mean,
Ham.
what happened? You look like Randy. You look like Randy from South Park in the computer chair, like after the fucking after the showcase. When I asked you what was the rating, because remember you gave the PlayStation showcase an 8 out of 10, and I shouted blasphemy, and so I was
No.
expecting you to say 9 or 10, and you said the Xbox showcase was a 20. You said 20. I
Yeah,
asked
it was
you
a 20.
what
It was a
was
20.
0 out of 10. What is it? You said it was a 20.
It was 20. Blew my socks off. But with time, with perspective, I've watched the showcase another 12 times since then. And Ham, I'm trying. You know how I put the tweet up about Spider-Man 2 being like super excited? I'm trying to temper my excitement for Starfield because
You're having
if,
trouble,
if
aren't
I'm
you, bud?
excited for if I'm excited for Spider-Man, Starfield is like on another level, like in another galaxy of
Literally.
excited. So so I'm trying to bring it down a bit, Bring it down a bit because I still remember Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk ruined an entire year for me. I was angry all the time. And every time I went in to play a new game, Cyberpunk was still installed. So I had to look at that yellow logo and it pissed me off every single time. So I'm trying not to take it to that level of hype. Like I'm hyped. I'm not as hyped as I was for Cyberpunk, but I'm hyped. All right? Let's stop talking about Starfield. Again, trigger warning. Stop bringing up Starfield. Stop it. Stop it, Ham. So
Trigger warning.
we have rules here. All
Welcome,
right?
Eternal.
Let's go.
Shaddai
Let's
is
go to the
here.
chat real quick.
Yeah,
Big
let's
Madmo
hit the
says I'll
chat.
be
Let's
playing
respect.
that when it comes to Game Pass, just like Star Wars Eternal. Yeah. Star Wars will eventually make it. EA and Xbox are homies right now. Eternal Shaddai, he only gave it a 20 because of the DLC Cyberpunk. No. Cyberpunk was fantastic, but it's more Cyberpunk. I gave it a 20 specifically because of Starfield. And if you want to get more specific, the ship building in Starfield will take up my time more than anything else. Forget exploring, forget the story, just the ship building and managing freaking what is it called? Managing runs of whatever it is that I'm going to be importing from other places while people are trying to raid me. Just that's the whole game for me. I'm good. And that's why it's 20. Because Starfield looks like a legit banger. Long term, not just for like a week. No offense to Spider-Man 2. No offense. I'm getting it day one. I'm pre-ordering the damn thing. But we know what we're getting. All right? We know what we're getting.
I'm gonna turn into Khan.
Ray says it.
I'm legit gonna be
What do you mean?
Khan.
You're going to be Khan from Star Trek. For real.
I'm gonna be Khan from Star Trek, and I'm just gonna run around and hijack people. The first ship I hijack is gonna be the NCC 1864 USS Reliant. I'm coming for it. Kirk better come call his boys. Kirk better call his boys because I'm coming.
Wow. So you really mean this? This is happening. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen. And again, to repeat a discussion we had on the show, the magical thing about Bethesda games is exactly that. They're games. And today you can literally be Khan. At least that's what That's what's being presented to us from the showcase. You can be Ham can be Khan. I can be the dude from Firefly. I can be the Mandalorian. There's so many options here. All right. We're talking play styles, even for fighting. We're talking ships, factions, even freaking what you do in the game. Are you going to be a trafficker? Are you going to spend most of your time just trafficking? Are you going to spend most of your time pirating? Are you going to spend your time freaking raising a colony, etc., etc.? It's 2030 and you haven't played any other game besides Starfield. So again, Ham, going back to the rule, the number one rule we have here until Starfield launches, no more bringing up Starfield. Are we good? Can we move on?
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Big news from the Xbox on Twitter. At ID Xbox and IGN, beloved IGN, are joining forces to exclusively present the next ID at Xbox showcase on July 11th. Get a first look at some new games, including trailers, gameplay reveals, and more. Hamothy, from 0 to 10, how excited are you for this ID at Xbox showcase?
If I'm honest, like a 4.
4.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll
indie
check it
games.
out. I'll check it out. But
You're not
the
psyched.
it's like going to it's like having a wedding or having going to a wedding party, going to your bro's wedding party, right?
Yeah.
And then your cousin, your distant cousin that you rarely see, says, "Come on over to this part. Come on over to my wedding party." A week and a half or a couple weeks later, and you're just like, I'm not sure if I can take any more of that. That last one was fire, and I just don't know anybody at this next one. The next party I'm invited to, I don't know anybody there, and I'm sure it'll be a good time. But I'm not as hyped as the last one. The last one I got toe up at, and it was a good time. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that with a bunch of people that I
You
don't
got what?
know.
Say it again. Say it again.
So I got toe up. I got toe up.
Okay.
I had a good time. I had a good time at this last event, and now I'm going to another event, and I don't know any of these people at this next event. I might know a few in passing, but I don't know them as well as I knew them at these the last few events that I went to. So this will be a little bit like I'll check it out, but I'm walking a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going in there chest out like I was with my bros that I know.
Damn. All right. Well, let's go to the chat first. Tombo says I'll be on Pleasure Planet most of the time, talking about what he'll be doing on Starfield. Big Mad Mo says, "Oh snap, more Xbox in the mouth and on the brain." Dude, I have a poll that I put up every Friday asking basically who do you guys think killed it in terms of optics in gaming?
Like who won the week?
Xbox. Yeah, Xbox has been winning for like 4 or 5 weeks now. It's insane. So yes, Big Mad Mo, on the mind, in the mouth, in the butt, everywhere, dude. Xbox is everywhere. Anyway, Eternal Shaddai. Hey, he's on to start it on the mouth. Okay. All seriousness, that idea Xbox, they're becoming gems. Look at Planet of Lana and Remlock. I heard Remlock is good. I installed it for the kids, and my youngest, he recommends
Remlock
Remlock, and I'm
or
looking forward.
Ravenlock?
I think it's yeah, Ravenlock, the one with the female protagonist, but it kind of looks like kind of pixelated, but it's 3D.
Yeah,
He enjoyed
I
it.
made a video of because you get an achievement for doing a dance, or you have to do a dance with the character, and I made
Okay.
this like
Mm,
video with her dancing the Post Malone. It was pretty
yeah.
popular.
Okay. So the Ravenlock, definitely. My youngest swears by it, and he mostly just plays FIFA. Um, Hazardor Gaming says I'm blocked by a lot of IGN employees. Wow. Not gonna say much on that. Listen, Ham. This ID at Xbox thing, I'm psyched for it. I'm psyched for him because I have a very hot take on indie games specifically. I think indie games are the foundation on which the entire gaming industry stands on.
That's a
Indie
fact.
games are not appreciated, they're not given the reverence that they deserve. But I do passionately believe this. If you remove the indie games, the whole thing falls apart. So I am excited for it, and I'm looking forward to this showcase. Last bit of the gaming news today. Nintendo Nintendo has confirmed that its next Nintendo Direct presentation will take place on Wednesday, June 21st at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So that's tomorrow. Nintendo didn't confirm what fans will get to see at the show beyond the fact that banger Pikmin 4 will be there. Ham Solo, tell us, are you excited for this showcase?
Um, am I excited for what? Like just for the showcase in general?
Nintendo showcase, yes.
Well, I'm excited to see like if they're gonna announce anything insane, which I doubt. I think this might be just kind of like a if Zelda wasn't your cup of tea, here's some other stuff kind of showcase, and then maybe I'm hoping before the end of the year they I'm not gonna lie, but this might be a stretch, but I'm hoping by the end of the year they announce a new device. Just something
Mm.
that's either coming next year or something just like it. Just a new device because as I said early at the beginning of this podcast, like you just had Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Where do you go from here? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I felt about Wii U going into Switch. It's they had Breath of the Wild, and it was like, where do we
Are
go
you
from here?
saying you're the predictor? Are you saying you're the predictor for Nintendo consoles?
Mm, if I
I
know
mean,
you
you
like
got one right.
I know you like
You're betting
labels.
1 for 1. Ham, you're betting 1 for 1 right now.
I know you like labels, so sure, but in all actuality, I think a lot of people are anticipating that
Okay, okay, okay.
because it's just
I'm
like,
I'm not
where do
one
you
of those
go?
people. I'm not one of those people.
That's fine. You don't have to be
The
busted.
Wii, the sure. The Wii U was it wasn't just tailing off. It was the sales were almost dead when they finally announced the Switch. And the Switch is not at those levels. It's just not. It's tailing off, sure, but it's not low enough to where I think they would consider like, okay, let's do this. Nah, if they have another console, I think they're chilling on it. It was still like a year or two, maybe 3 from a new console. That's just me. Um, Tombo 901 says Switch Pro incoming. So there's someone that agrees with you, Ham. Ray says the elusive Prime 4 manages to make is fan hysterical just by showing a number. Okay, Venomous, where do we go from here? A new console. Okay, so everyone definitely thinks there's a new console coming. All right. Ray, no exclusives at release of a console is super mega stupid. RIP Wii U. Yo, it sold though. It did numbers. The Wii U did crazy numbers. Um, Yam, you didn't say like what level of excitement you got from 0 to 10.
Oh, for this, I mean, it's
Yeah.
so. I'm so like. I mean, I just got done saying the thing about the ID at Xbox. I'm a little bit more excited for this just because it's a different platform and they could have
Mm,
more larger things to reveal. So I'm gonna go 6 compared to the
six.
4 I had for ID at Xbox. This one's a 6 because I'm I'm excited enough to know that I want to check it out and see what they got, but I'm not
Mhm.
expecting a lot. I'm really not. I'm expecting them just to give us like a show of what's left, possibly, before they really ramp it up and possibly go with something new to announce.
Okay. So remember how before we started the show, I said that I was upset that we wouldn't be able to stream the show together because the showcase starts um like when when I knock off work, when I leave work. Um Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of not I'm not upset that I won't be able to watch the showcase live with you. Sorry, I'm not upset that I won't be able to watch the showcase live. I'm upset that I won't be able to be here with everyone here in the chat and react on the show live with you. As for the show itself, the last time I watched the Nintendo showcase, I fell asleep. I don't think this is going to be any different. So, what I'm going to do is tomorrow, when I get home, I'm going to get my blanket, right? I'm going to get real comfortable
You disrespectful.
because it's cold. I'm not even going to turn on the AC. It's cold. I'm just going to turn on the Nintendo showcase and then just, just, yeah. Anyway, get us out of here, man. It's been a good show. Let's go.
Yeah, it has been a fantastic show. I appreciate everybody that came through. There are so many of you that came through here today, and the chat has been on fire. I mean, for a show that has less than like 50 people watching, the chat be moving. So like, I really appreciate you guys coming through, saying
Must be
what you have to
bots.
say.
Bots.
we we like conversating with you guys and making you guys part of our show. Loke thoroughly enjoys it because I think he gets to let off some steam off of a frustrating week that
Yes.
his favorite platform did not win his poll
Oh God.
another week.
PlayStation will make a comeback. Watch this week after Spider-Man drop. No, after Final Fantasy Racist drops, PlayStation is going to do some
Oh
damage.
my goodness,
But
this
sorry,
man! You had to
sorry.
slander just one more thing on our way out. That's fine. But anyways, you guys, thanks for coming through, watching the show. Make sure you check me out tomorrow because I'm gonna be here doing the solo show. I'm gonna be talking about all of my favorite games from from the last 3 showcases. So that being the PlayStation Showcase, the Summer Game Fest, and the Xbox Showcase. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. That'll be at 1 p.m. Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. What's that? 8 o'clock cat? I don't know. But anyways, make sure you guys tune in, check that out. It'll be a good time.
Central African time.
I'll have like trailers and stuff like that going, so you know what I'm talking about. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about and whatnot. And then on Thursday, the very special interview I got going on. I got Hip Hop Gamer
Hip
coming
hop
through
gamer.
um, for an interview. I actually get to sit him still for once because that man is always active, doing stuff. Just not that long ago, he was talking about he was with a bunch of kids inside their school talking about video games and how they'd like to possibly get into the industry of video games, which is insane because I was thinking back when I was a kid, hell, nobody came to our school talking about video games. If anything, they told us to stop playing games. They did not encourage
Get
us
away from it.
to get into the industry at all. So I thought that was really interesting for him to do and for him to take part of. But thank you guys so much. Remember to check us out. Loke will be back for Bull Sitting this Friday, as usual, with Cozy, myself,
Oh,
Matt
the
likes
quiz.
games.
The
And do we
quiz will
have a
be back
guest?
as well. The quiz will be back as well.
Do
So
we happen to
anyone
have a
want to win
guest?
a $10 voucher? Come through for quiz time. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button already. Subscribe if you're new and just checking it out, whether you're part of the chat or not. We appreciate you guys watching.
Working
Thank
on
you
it,
so
Ray.
much. And I'll tell you what, as I say every single time at the end of the episode, you make sure your ass is keeping it gaming or keeping it moving. Peace out, y'all.